Hello everyone, welcome back to another Star Wars Destiny video. Today I went to the Spirit of Rebellion preview event at my local game store, got 3 packs, got the 3 promo cards, played a few games, got some cool stuff. Just gonna share the cards with you that I opened, and I also got a card and traded for something else, so I'm gonna be showing you that as well. We're gonna flip the camera around and show you what I opened. So stay tuned. All right, we're back. We got the cards right here. Going to be showing you the cards that have dice first. So first up, we have Jyn Erso. Talked about her quite a bit on this channel. So really good damage sides, really good mill sides. I'm going to build an Akbar Jyn deck once I get another copy of Jyn. So Elite Jyn single Akbar. Um, really good sides, really like her. Pretty high health as well. I was pretty excited when I got her. Didn't get any legendaries, but I still got some pretty cool stuff. Next up, a new one, we have Jedi Acolyte. So 7 health for 9 points. I think that cost is a little high for having 7, but it has 1 melee damage, 1 focus, 2 focus, 1 discard, resource, and a blank. And before you resolve this die, um, you may increase its value by 1 if it is showing the same symbol as one of your other dice. So if you have another die that has a melee damage on it, you can increase this melee damage by 1 if another die shows melee damage as well. So this would also go well with Luminara. So Luminara increases the value of a side by 3 if it's on a non-unique. So if you do this with the one melee here, become 4 melee damage. That's pretty cool. So that's Jedi Acolyte, 7 health, 9 points. I actually opened a Vibro Knife, which I played in my Rey and Qui-Gon deck for a few games. Really cool card. Makes all the melee damage in your pool unblockable if the Vibro Knife is still in your pool. But I ended up trading it for a card I wanted a little bit more, and that is Maz Kanata. I'm making a Maz and Poe deck, and really needed an actual Maz card and die, so I traded the Vibro Knife for this. Talked about her quite a bit on the channel as well. 8 health, either 8 or 11 points if you're running her at normal or elite. Range damage, good focus sides, and after you activate her, you can resolve up to 2 of your dice. So she's really good at rolling out and just starting to immediately resolve stuff. So we traded the Vibro Knife for Maz Kanata. Moving to the cards that don't have dice. First one, we're going to go with the blue cards, then the yellow, and then the red cards. So a card I got some use out of in my Rey and Qui-Gon deck is Your Eyes Can Deceive You. Got that. 1 resource is a support, and after one of your dice rolls a shield, you may exhaust this support to turn an opponent's die to any side. Use this in a couple games. It's a pretty interesting card. Like that, it only costs 1, and you don't have to resolve the shield. You just basically have to roll it out and then exhaust this. So that is Your Eyes Can Deceive You. Next up, we have this card. This is a villain card, and now I am the master. It's an upgrade. After the attached character's character or upgrade dice deal damage, you may exhaust this upgrade to turn a die to a side showing a blank. Pretty interesting. So you do damage to your an opponent's character, and then you can turn a die to a blank if you exhaust this upgrade. Through that, we have Manipulate, blue villain event, 0 resources, turn one of your dice to a side showing a blank, to then turn an opponent's die to a side showing a blank. If they have a special and you have, let's say, something else that you just want to get rid of that special, basically turn one of your dice to a blank to turn their die with a special to a blank. Pretty interesting. Also, 0 resources. We have Now You Will Die. 1 resource, blue villain event. Most of the stuff I got for blue is villain. But Now You Will Die. Event, resolve one of your dice as if it were showing melee damage. It keeps its original value. So if you have like a 2 shield die showing, pay 1 resource and turn those 2 shields into 2 damage. 2 melee damage. So there is Now You Will Die. We have a neutral one here. Neutral blue event. We have High Ground. 1 resource. Play only if you control the battlefield. Remove an opponent's die showing damage, either ranged or melee. Then, if it was a character die, deal 1 damage to that character. So it gets rid of, let's say they have a bunch of modified range damage out and 1 non-modified. You basically just remove the 1 normal damage, and their modified dice are going to be useless. And then if it was a character die that had that normal damage on it, they take a damage. So that's high ground. We have momentum shift. This is also neutral. So 1 resource, blue event. Move 1 shield from an opponent's character to 1 of your characters. So it's kind of like willpower with shields. So if your opponent has a shield, you can basically pay a resource and steal their shield. If you're playing against a Qui-Gon deck and they have a shield on Qui-Gon, pay a resource, take away his shield so he can't use his ability. So that is momentum shift. Moving into yellow now. So we have relentless pursuit, 0 resources, yellow villain event. Move up to 2 damage from an opponent's character to another character and ignores shields. So let's say your opponents just play draw attention to get damage off of a character if they don't want to die. You can play this and put that damage right back where it came from. So that is relentless pursuit. I actually got 2 of those. We got Loth Cat and Mouse. So essentially it's the hero version of He Doesn't Like You, except it's reversed. So force an opponent to choose and remove 1 of your dice, then remove 1 of theirs. So there's Lost Cat and Mouse. We also got improvisation. Improvisation, I should say. 0 resources. It has ambush, so you get another action after it. The action is remove 1 of your dice showing a blank to reroll any number of your dice. So if you rolled really terribly, you can remove a blank to reroll everything. And then you also get another action after that with ambush. So that's improvisation. Improvisation, there we go. Improvisation. Next up, we're going into red. We have them now. 2 resources. Play only if you control the battlefield. Turn up to 4 of your dice to sides showing either ranged or melee damage. We talked about this one a couple days ago. So there's, we have them now. And finally, our final card that we got today, we got Trench Warfare, red villain event, 0 resources. Play only if you have 1 or more shields showing on dice. So you have to have a shield showing on your dice to use it. Turn any number of an opponent's dice to sides showing shields. So let's say they have a lot of damage showing, and let's say they're shielded up. They have maximum amount of shields on their characters. You just play this, turn all of their range damage or melee damage or whatever it is to shields. They can still get shields, but then they are not going to be able to deal a massive amount of damage with this. So there's all those, and then we got all the promos as well. We got Overkill, Death Trooper, and the Command Shuttle. We've already talked about those and seen those. So that was what I got from the preview event. I had a lot of fun. Got some pretty cool cards. But really excited that I got Maz, so I can now actually build out my Maz and Poe deck. I just need to get 1 more Maz to make her elite, which I hopefully will get once I open a box or 2 of Spirit of Rebellion. But that was what I got at the pre-release. Let me know if you in the comments if you went to the preview event and what you got, how you did, things like that. So that's going to do it for this video. Remember to like, comment, share, and subscribe, and we'll see you again. Take care.